Howdy, y'all, and welcome to the EEARSS Podcast produced by Terrier TV. I am Frank. That is Bill. That is Cindy. That is Lisa. What's happening, y'all? How's it going?
Well, it proceeds.
Yeah, it's fair. Y'all, we were just talking about you guys matching again. Looking all fancy over there, y'all.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Hold on again. Hold on a minute. I'll get it on the right camber. Yeah, see?
It's looking
See,
very...
you see?
What was
We
the
got
term?
Same thing.
It's
we,
looking...
We matched the curtains.
Inauspicious. We blend in.
Yes, we blended.
Everybody's dropping $5 words.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, like my brain can't handle that much. Okay, wait a second. See, if I start stroking the beard and pulling the brain down, then maybe
there
I'll
you go.
understand
And
it.
then you'll get it. You still won't get
You
it.
do understand it's the whole idea behind the beard, right?
What?
So when
It's-
it does help you think.
It
No,
does
I
not.
don't understand.
It does help you think.
Oh, why don't you understand about the beard?
I
Come
took
on.
a lot of anatomy, and I don't think
didn't-
that checks out.
It's
you
a
didn't get a
huge-
beard class?
No.
It's a
I
huge
know.
part of deep thinking.
No, it's a
The
it's a
fidgeting?
huge part of making you
Yes.
look like you're
Yeah.
deep thinking.
No, it actually does. If I don't have the beard and I try to think, and then I'm like, oh, I don't have a beard to rub, I can't think.
Okay, that does actually make sense to me because I
True.
can't think if I'm sitting still. I can't sit still.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
Okay.
I
There you
fidget.
go.
Yeah, I fidget.
There
I've
you
never
go.
done the fidget, but I do fidget.
Oh, you
ever done the fidgets? You ever
Yes.
done
Well,
the
it's like
fidgets?
clicking your pens or,
Yeah, the
you know,
fid-
all of that stuff.
Yep.
I'm not going to do it yet. It's not appropriate to do that yet in this podcast. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
Cindy
You're
knows what I'm
gonna
talking
stick
about.
with it, huh?
Oh, I'm not going to use
gonna
the.
stick
You're not
with it?
going to
Not gonna
digress.
go off?
You're not going to
Oh,
digress.
you said
yeah,
you didn't
I
wanna
knew
say-
it.
you didn't
I
wanna
knew
say-
it.
I was so close to going there, but I didn't do
was.
it. So I posted the Adrian Shine podcast, which is getting a lot of very cool reviews.
Oh, is it cool?
Yeah, I just telling Bill. Did you notice he had a very interesting cadence to his talk. It was like almost enough if you want to take a nap.
It's
You know what I mean? He
soothing.
just very soothing
Yes.
conversation.
I would have trouble with him as a guest lecturer.
Would he have
It
knocked
would-
you out?
Oh, it would not have gone well. I would have, yeah.
It's
But
it's
then
such
again,
an
when I was in
interesting topic
college,
too.
it didn't take much to knock me out.
It's an interesting topic, and it I just again that was really neat. But we have including the guest we have today, which we're not going to point at her yet because she's
No.
she's sitting there.
No,
we have
she's-
so many
no.
amazing.
Put her on the spot,
Yeah,
Frank.
We're not
I'm
gonna-
going to. Don't you worry.
We're
I'm
not
going to put her on the spot here in a second.
She's-
We have so many incredible guests coming up, and it's just such a blessing. I thought we were at 100. That was actually 95, 96 we posted yesterday.
Okay.
So, man, it's
So
what
we're
a
getting
crazy
up there.
journey we're on.
We're getting up there.
Yeah, what a crazy journey we're on. All right, y'all ready to get into this?
I suppose.
Suppose makes sense as well. I
There we
reckon.
go, I
Okay.
guess.
Well, those are both things.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, okay, sir. Oh, well played,
Yes,
Bill.
yes, I'm
well
ready.
played, Bill.
I'm ready.
Oh, Cindy, do you want to rub
For
your
those
beard?
of you-
I would love to rub my beard, yes.
For those of you watching at home,
Exactly.
listening
Yeah,
at home.
Most of our podcast or listeners, not
I know.
watchers.
So the sight gags don't really work that
It's
well.
true. Dag nabbit. Well, anyhow.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
for the 3 people watching
This
on
is-
YouTube. I'm growing this beard just for you.
Prospector Frank over there. Dag nabbit.
It's a solid word.
Oh, it
I'm
is.
not a
It
cusser.
is.
I don't
I
throw
gotcha.
cuss words
I
around.
gotcha.
So to me, that's a pretty solid cuss word. Dag nabbit.
Indeed.
It's a throwback for sure.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is,
Like I ain't
yes.
playing around if I throw out that word. It's getting serious.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, fist might be bald if I'm throwing out
Okay.
that word. But anyhow,
I got you.
I digress. You want to jump into the guest?
There we go.
All
We
right.
can do that.
So today on the podcast, we are joined by Lisa McAlpine. Thank you so much. I was almost to butcher it, and I didn't butcher it, so I feel like
You
it was,
did
it was
great.
quite the
Thank you.
accomplishment. You are with the Brevard Symphony Youth Orchestra.
Correct.
And the way we met was pretty unique. I'm in the line at Staples. I think I'm buying a folder. I think I'm literally buying a folder to put like a business proposition in. And there's this lady in front of me that's checking out, and you're trying to give them information so they can give you the tax write-off. And
Correct.
I'm listening to that. I'm like, I wonder what kind of group she's part of. Like
So-
another nonprofit group. This something like, okay, Frank,
So you're
pay attention.
you're stalking this lady.
So you
It's
were,
just
you
me
were
and her in
creeping.
line.
He was stalking.
Yeah.
No, it's
you were
Yeah.
being a creeper.
No, it's just me and her in line.
Oh,
There's nothing else going on in the
Frank,
store,
Frank,
so I'm
Frank,
just.
I'm here to tell you, dude.
Is that pretty
You're
bad?
creeping, Bill.
Oh, was I? Well, I didn't mean
Oh,
to.
that was bad.
So no, I'm just listening because I'm like, I got the one thing. It's on the counter right beside of her, and then you said you were with the Brevard Symphony Youth Orchestra, and you're like, you told them to look it up, and I was like, that would be an interesting guest. I'm like, that would be, huh? And I said, ma'am, can you wait for me for a second once you check out so we can chat? And yeah, then here
and
you
I
are.
did.
She did.
So
She's
he
like-
wasn't too
So,
creepy.
so
Very brave of
what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
This is
thinking
weird.
about it, maybe it was kind of strange. I don't
Yes.
know.
A barefoot old-timey prospector asks you to hang around.
I think I had flip-flops on that day.
We were
honestly.
in Staples. How bad could it be?
This
There
is
you
true.
go.
We were both buying things. I didn't just randomly
buying
walk
things.
in.
I was
so
buying paper to make flyers for the kids. He's buying whatever. It's all good.
maybe I was buying like a big top hat.
Okay. Or
At
maybe,
Staples.
at Staples.
Yeah, it's fair.
That's not, yeah.
So, Miss Lisa, tell us a little bit about your journey and how you've got to where you're at with the Brevard Symphony Youth Orchestra.
So my journey started 15 years ago when a friend convinced me that I needed to join the board for the Brevard Youth Symphony Orchestra. Despite the fact that I've never played an instrument, I'm not a music educator. My background's in early childhood education. However, she knows that anything that involves kids, I am a sucker for. So, okay. So it took her a couple of years to convince me, and I joined the board with a lot of other wonderful people. And then after 5 years, so 10 years ago, there was a bit of a, shall we say, we needed to pursue a different direction. We'll just
It's
say
a
that.
very nice way to put it.
We will.
It happens with a lot of groups.
It does. You
Yep.
know, times change, people change, whatever changes. And so at that point, we had some financial issues and we had some personnel issues, and we opted to start over. So we had new board members, new conductors, new director. So I've been volunteering for 10 years to run the organization. It started as a 3-year project, and here we are at number 10.
Funny how nonprofits suck you in like that.
They do, but
true.
you know what? The people are amazing. They're wonderful. The kids, I mean, it's all about the kids. It is just all about the kids. So, and they're great. We've had a lot of wonderful kids come through. We have families that have siblings that are with us. We have kids that graduate from high school, and they said, "What am I going to do? I've been with you guys for 8 years." You're like, I don't know, but you're going to go on and do wonderful things. It's fabulous. It's just fabulous.
That's incredible. We were just talking a second ago, not chalking, but talking, and you were saying that the symphony is now 70 years old.
The Brevard Symphony Orchestra is 70 years old.
Right.
The Youth Symphony is 40 years old.
Incredible.
Wow.
And it actually the Brevard Symphony itself actually got its start or practiced here at Titusville High School way back in the day. We were learning.
They did. Some of the original patrons of the Brevard Symphony are from the North County, and the orchestra, obviously the King Center wasn't around at that time. And so they would rehearse at Titusville High, and I'm not sure what schools in the central part of the county. And then afterwards, they wanted to have a youth string program in the Brevard schools, and so they were instrumental with the Brevard School Department and the school board to start the string programs for kids in the schools. And from that developed the Youth Symphony for those kids who really, really wanted to pursue playing together with other students who really, really wanted to play together. And thus here we are.
That's amazing. You were telling me a little bit about the different projects you guys have now that you do with the students, and some things you guys have coming up. So tell us first about the different, how you guys get students to be part of the group, what they do when they're there, and some different things they work on.
So we have rehearsals. We are from September until May is called our season. We have rehearsals every Monday night from at O'Galley High School. We've been there for the last 5 years, I think. Anyway, and the students come to us from Brevard County schools. They're homeschoolers that come and play with us. And they are recommended sometimes by their private music teachers. So we have 4 ensembles from little ones in first grade up through high school. And the students have to audition for us to play in one of those 4 ensembles. We provide them with a piece of music and scales that are appropriate for their level. They come and do an audition. The conductors make those decisions. They come and play. We have 4 concerts a year that are free and open to the public. They're at O'Galley High School. The next free one, put it on your calendar, is on April 28th at 3:30 at O'Galley High School. That's the last one of our season. The kids come, the little ones play and rehearse for an hour and a half. The older kids rehearse for 2 or 2.5 hours every
Now,
Monday.
when you say little ones, what age is that?
First grade.
Oh,
Some of them,
first
grade.
some of them are in first grade.
Okay.
That's called our string ensemble, and those are pretty much the beginner students. Most of them have played their instrument for about a year, so they're
Okay.
not like real beginners.
I will tell you, as a parent of stringed instrument players, that there is a special place in heaven for people who go to first grade string performances.
Indeed,
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You have earned your
Indeed.
wings.
indeed.
Oh, man.
And for those elementary school teachers, true. You have to have
Oh, yeah.
you have to love the kids. You have to know that it's not going to be perfect, and just have to have fun and have a sense of humor about it. But the kids love it too, and they have a good time together, and that's what it's all about.
Now, and the flip side of that is when it got to high school, it was amazing.
Indeed,
It was
yes.
amazing. You sat through that in elementary school and went, oh, no. But then in high school, it's like, wow, when did they learn to do this? This is so cool.
Yes, and our upper orchestra, which is a full orchestra, the symphony orchestra, is mostly high school and some middle school students are there. But that's the full thing with the winds and the percussion and the brass and the whole. The other 3 are just strings. But we have the rehearsals all together on Monday nights specifically for communication with parents, obviously communication with our staff, but also so that the kids can get to know each other and they can talk about the music they're playing and what's going on. And some of the older kids come early and mentor some of the little kids in their rehearsals. So we've tried to build a family of friends is what we hope to have. We have 4 of our alumni who are now in college who are our assistants and who come every Monday and help us out. They help set up all the rooms for me. They help give the snacks, which we have to feed our children. And they also, if the conductors ask them, they will bring their instruments and come and help during the actual rehearsals as well.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like teaching. I've noticed, even going through school when me and you were in college, there's nothing quite like teaching your counterparts or other students how to do something or how it works to learn more about it yourself.
That is true.
Yes,
That is
that's
true.
neat that you have that going
And
on.
some of the students who we've had, they also help at our summer camp. We have alumni come back, and some of them after the first year are like, this wasn't really for me, but a lot of them think it's really fun and enjoy it, and they get to see their friends, so it's not all bad.
So you said there's a tryout process?
There is an audition process, correct?
That's got to be like some super pressure for those kids, right?
Some
Which
of-
again brings the good stuff rises to the top.
Some of them, yes, it is very stressful. But again, it's one of those learning experiences, and the conductors make it really pleasant as well. The little ones come in and they're all very nervous, and we have candy for them, and everyone greets them with their name and says, "Don't worry about it." And it's just for you to learn yourself. What are you capable of? And if you can't do it as well as you thought you could, come and play with us some more. Next year you'll be better. Or at mid-semester, when we do re-auditions, you can try again. So
How many students are part of the orchestra?
I can't exactly quote. I would say right this minute we have about 137 kids.
Wow.
That's a
but
lot.
she can't be precise.
Well,
No,
I don't want to, I mean,
Somewhere, even if it's
It's-
plus or
it's
minus
in
20 of
there.
that, that's pretty amazing. Yeah.
I would have said 140. I would have just gone
might be close.
140.
I don't want to be
When you say
overestimating.
137, but that's
Well,
not.
I'm trying.
Listen, I appreciate that. That's how my brain works.
Let's say between 100. No, because we had some kids join us at mid-semester and some left, and so I did not actually go and look at that today before I came.
I got you.
My bad.
I know you mentioned that you do the 4 concerts a year at O'Galley High School, and they're free, which is that's amazing.
Yes.
If somebody from the community wants to come watch that, do they need to sign up somewhere for just show up?
They do not. They can
Awesome.
just show up. You can You can look on our website, if I am allowed to say, bsyo.us, for current information. That is the last concert that we have. Before that, we have a concert with the Brevard Symphony Orchestra on March 9th. That one is not free. Sorry.
Still worth it.
It's still worth it.
Yeah.
We are, as I mentioned, we are celebrating our 40th anniversary. And to make it more special for us and for the kids, we had a piece of music composed for us for our anniversary, which the students have been practicing. And so we are, as I call us, the opening act for the symphony for their 2 concerts on March 9th. One is at 2 and one is at 7:30. So our kids will, all of them, from the little to the big, will be on stage performing this one piece that lasts about 5 minutes. Takes a lot longer to learn, but they will be there. And so before the symphony actually plays their piece, we will be, as I said, the opening act. So we're very excited about that.
What an amazing opportunity for those kids to
I
get to
know.
feel like I played and opened for a real symphony. That's
Yes, and you get to do it
amazing.
on a real, not that O'Galley is not a
Yes.
real stage, but the King
Yes,
Center is
a
where
huge-
Oh, yes.
everybody,
Oh, yeah, it's
Yes.
you know, that
monsters.
is the deal. So
Aw.
yes, so we're very excited about that and working out all the logistics of that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really unique experience for sure.
yes.
So you said you've dealt with Mr. Schwent here at the high school. You know,
He was one of our former conductors. Hi,
Yeah.
Ian.
Yep. Yeah, he's been on our podcast too. He's a friend of the show. Do you find that there's some programs and some teachers that turn out more students that end up going into the youth group than others?
Yes, there are some that are more geared toward orchestra than others. Part of the problem is the location of the rehearsals.
It's a hike. Yeah.
It's a hike, and our orchestra is open to anyone in the county. And for years before I took over, we were in a lot of churches, and we were sort of spread out. And then we were at Century United Methodist, which was not central, but a little easier to get to. Especially we Northern County people. I mean, I live up by 46, so Monday nights I'm on the highway. But O'Galley is a great on and off location, and one of our conductors, who's no longer at the school or with us, but he arranged for us to use their facility, and so they've been great. It's wonderful. So that's part of the issue too, is finding
A middle ground.
either carpooling or and also to have a place large enough to accommodate all of us in 4 different rooms, which is, the schools are perfect. They're just not always available.
The longest county in the state.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
Yes, that makes it kind of very hard to find a middle point that's not a terribly long ways away.
Right, or that's easy to get to from wherever you are, because some of them are right off the highway, but they're not available.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but yeah,
That's man, it's a lot of incredible things. So you told me also, so the 2 events you have coming up, you have one in March and one in April.
correct.
Hit us with those again real quick.
March 9th is the BSO concert where we are the opening act. You can either contact the King Center or the Brevard Symphony Orchestra office for tickets to that. The April concert is on the 28th at O'Galley High School at 3:30. That is free. Just come join us. Come see where we are.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate that.
Our organization and I appreciate the invitation.
Yeah, it's a blast. Trying to think what we have coming up this weekend. So this one will actually post next week,
Right.
but this weekend will have still happened.
Yes, it will have still happened. That's
Yeah.
the way time
You know
works.
exactly what we have coming up this weekend.
Oh, I do.
No,
I very
there's-
much, I
there's
very much
nothing
know.
happening this
Actually, all
weekend.
4 of us are going to be there, aren't we? 'Cause
Yeah.
Didn't you say you're going to be
Are
there
you
too?
gonna be
Yes,
there?
Yeah.
we are going to be there.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
She said to me there might be some team that's talking a little bit of smack. Their trivia smack. So
Of
now
course.
me and Bill just have to
Well,
really
now
put our-
is it
so now I can't shave. We
now
can't shave. Now.
is it
There's no
talking
shaving.
smack if they have won? They have won.
still-
We
'cause
have
they-
not won.
They're
We're the
still-
More
ones.
than once.
Well, they're
We're the
throwing the
ones-
gauntlet out.
See,
Let's
we're
put
the
it
ones
that way.
talking smack.
Okay, is it a metal gauntlet? Or is it like gold or silver or what kind of?
I think it's a pool noodle.
There you go.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
hysterical.
Yeah.
So what we're actually talking about is
The Women's Center's annual trivia event.
yes, yes.
Which I
The
got an
Super
email
Bowl
about
of trivia.
is
Super Bowl
sold
trivia.
out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
That's
Yeah,
nice.
we are super excited.
we look forward to it every year. It's quite fun. This is our third year doing it.
Third year, yep.
Yep, third year
We
doing
have
it.
an absolutely amazing group of volunteers that we call our guild, and they are the ones that do most of the blood, sweat, tears, planning, organization, coming up with all the ideas. And one of our guild members stopped by the office earlier, and I don't want to brag, but she told me she has heard from several people that this year is going to be the best one so far. I respect
all
her
fun.
confidence. Yeah,
They're-
I
it's always
actually look
fun.
forward to this event every year. It's so much fun.
So the theme for this year is it's a safari theme.
Yes.
So I got a serious question for you. So last year the
I
theme
can't tell you
the
about my costume. It's a surprise.
that's hilarious. Last year the theme was movies,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? Or movie stars or something to
Hollywood.
do with movies.
Hollywood.
Hollywood, there you go.
Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood.
So last year I was Forrest Gump. So I'm wondering if it's somehow I can show up as Forrest Gump going in on a safari. Is that a reasonable
What?
I mean, can I really go
Just
there?
because you want to wear the baseball hat or something?
Yeah, just because I want
that
to put
it?
my hair down and look all crazy again. Oh,
Oh.
Forrest Gump in a pair of rubber boots.
Sure,
There you
Frank.
go.
You could add some little creatures onto.
You could go as yourself.
I could add them on, or maybe I could just have some with me.
You could.
So it's a
Ooh.
safari thing?
It
that's
is. It
walk
is.
on the wild
I'm not
side,
gonna do
right?
it.
Cindy,
Yes.
did
I
anybody-
think-
Take a walk.
Thank you for
Yes.
knowing.
Well,
I
only
should know.
my
I
husband
don't
asked
know.
me the other night, and I was like,
Oh.
I said, but you never get dressed up anyway. Why do you care? But
Maybe
Wonder
just
if I
in
could
case.
find a pith helmet. One of those.
that'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
You have a look
could-
on your face,
I
Frank.
could wear that. Uh-oh, he does. He looks like he just thought of something. Can't say it. Well, nothing's going to air till after
Oh,
the
it's true.
event.
I
so
may or may
you
not
can
have a
say
snake
whatever
wrapped
you
around my
want.
shoulders for this event.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Remember, you
Amazing.
got dinner. Dinner's served. You going
They
to
can
eat
eat
dinner
with
with
me.
a snake? Okay.
It's all good.
Okay.
I can bring a treat for them in my pocket.
There you go.
Could that
Yeah.
be one of the silent auction items?
Wait,
you
me,
know what?
me,
You
Yes.
too can win this snake.
me or the snake? I'm confused
Yes.
which one.
The snake.
Uh,
the snake, yes.
I'm at this, it's a pear package at that point. Yeah, a packaged pear.
Package
Yes.
pear. Yeah.
Do you ever? Could you get pears in a package?
How else would you get them?
I don't know,
Individually?
just the pear? Yeah, just the pear itself.
No, you get pears in a package, of course.
No, but I mean,
I don't know,
bushel.
but you just gave me
A
an
bushel
idea
is
for
a
something we
package.
are auctioning off next year.
really.
An adventure with Alligator
Oh,
Rob.
there you
You can do
go.
that. I
you
auction
go.
off
I
all
love
the
it.
events I do.
I
You
think-
can add it
Thank
to
you.
it. Add it to it for real.
I don't know if we have enough time.
Yeah, they probably
All I can
don't
do is
have
write it
time.
down on a piece of paper. Adventure with Alligator Rob. Let them bid. I'll take them on an adventure.
Awesome.
Legit. They might come back from it too.
They might,
Yeah.
or at least with a story.
We might
Oh.
bid on it.
We'll need a liability waiver.
Yes.
I got
just-
that. I got that covered on my end. Don't worry about that.
Perfect.
Yeah. But for real, if you want to add it to it,
Awesome.
I'm being serious. Yeah, by all means. So I'll take somebody on an adventure. It's something they will never forget. Yeah.
That I believe that.
And they will actually have fun.
That is also true.
They can choose daytime or nighttime.
Awesome.
Yeah, middle of the night sometimes
Definitely
is the best thing.
daytime.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Middle of the
Right.
night sometimes is the best ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bill's
be
been
fun
on
to
some
go.
adventures with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done that.
Yep. Sometimes there's some cool things. Possums are almost always involved.
Possums. Yes. There's a strange affinity for possums.
I love possums. I love possums. They're the coolest critter ever. Have you ever snuggled up with
no, I
snuggle a
have
possum?
not. I have never.
No.
Until you snuggle a possum, you can't
I
give it
did
a hard time.
at my parents' house one night. I was walking and out by the fence and in a some kind of bush or something. At eye level was a possum and we were 6 inches apart and he was not friendly.
You could not, it's, if you get bit by a possum, you've done something very impressive because you literally
said
can't make
that.
them bite
You
something.
said that and then a few weeks ago you got bit by a possum.
You
Well, that
got
was-
bit by a possum?
That was different. There was one
Yes.
in our research arrays, I got a little bit grabby, which, so we put a box inside the box so things can get in and be out of the sun and they can hide. They got water in there and all kinds of, it's like a little resort. I reached into the box And I always use the snake hook or use some kind of something to move it. And this time I didn't. I got ahead of myself and I reached in the box.
He got cocky is what he got.
I got complacent. 100%
Yes,
I got
yes,
complacent.
complacent, better word.
I was in a hurry. And I reached into it, and I reached in. My fingers went in the box, and I felt like just like this weirdest little pinch on my finger, and I went,
Oh.
well, let's hope it's not a rattlesnake.
Yeah, that's a good hope.
So I picked it up, and he's going. I was like, well, okay, all right, buddy, I'm sorry. What's nice is possums don't carry any bloodborne pathogens because their blood temperature's too low to carry rabies or distemper, which distemper doesn't transfer to people anyhow, but rabies or any of the bad things. So they do carry a really bad parasite, but so I actually I fit in with the hardcore conservative crowd because I took some of that the
Ivermectin.
You
ivermectin.
did
Yeah.
take ivermectin?
I
in
did.
case.
I
Just
did.
in
Yeah,
case,
because
yeah.
I don't want to play that game.
Because there you go.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that they can't carry bloodborne pathogens.
Yeah, their blood temperature is too low to carry any viruses.
That's amazing.
It's pretty neat.
It is.
Pretty neat. Yeah, they're also immune to snake venom and a lot of other things. Yeah, they're a neat critter. I mean, they're a disease vector. They literally a lot like snakes. They stop the spread of disease because they feed on ticks and a lot of other things. Ticks that bite them, their blood kills them. So a lot
Really?
of
That's
neat
amazing.
stuff. Yeah, they're literally a disease-stopping vector.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool, but I don't know how
Wow.
I don't know how we went from the Brevard Symphony Youth Orchestra to possums,
possums.
but
To possums, but we got there.
somehow, yeah, it goes that way sometimes, and then I will digress
Yep.
for the second time this episode,
Indeed,
and we will move on.
indeed.
All right, y'all, thank you for tuning into the EEARSS Podcast. You can find us on all platforms by searching EEARSS or EEARSS, ears.org, ears.com, alligatorrob.com. Rob has 2 B's. It is what it is. It's just my last name. All right, so we'll catch y'all next week, and thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.